Again, I'm a voyeur, so I love it. I'll watch it.
It was definitely.
Sideshows that would come in and stuff. Do you still do those?
Yeah.
Oh, and the butterflies, before you get on, you're waiting in line.
Certified free, 7 days a week.
Yo, what up, Body Shoppers? Joel Cimino here with
Marilu.
We managed to get Marilu out of bed. She was about 30 minutes ago. Marilu was laying in bed, didn't look like she was getting out. No, she looks like $1 million.
See, all it takes is a good extra 10-15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out. Hey, Chicago. Oh my God. Okay. Did you drive or did you fly to Chicago, Ricky? Because you need to bring back some
was it Giadaro's? What is that fucking called?
You have Giadaro's pizza and then you have Illuminati's pizza. Yeah,
Illuminati, isn't that like the super secret like culture that, or whatever group that controls everything?
Yeah, the underground Catholic blah blah blah. Yeah.
All right, hold on. We're missing the romper room thing here. Hold on.
Okay.
We got Ricky, we got Brad, we got Jason, we got Brian, Reaper Man, aka Bill, and Bob. I said it right this week.
Ooh.
What's up, Zoe? We got Carl. Man, Brad says they don't know who Ricky is anymore. I'm assuming because Ricky's been away for a while.
Possibly.
70 to 80 minute wait for pizza.
Oh yeah, always. I think hey Brianna, I think when we actually went to Chicago a few years ago and we went, didn't we? Yeah, we waited about 90 minutes. To get a table or shot, and then for the pizza. So
Brad has been in Mississippi since last Monday. That's
they're working. They're working things out. Hey Zoe, Carl, hi. I see you. Just about everyone's in the house.
Yeah, what else we got here? All this people and know to eat a pizza. Yeah, well, actually, we had pizza here too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So Brad's working on the house.
Yeah, they're doing some work down there. So that's you gotta go where there's work to be done.
I gotcha.
So.
I don't know. So actually, I wrote down a couple things that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, you did.
I did.
You have notes.
Oh, Brianna. Yeah, well, actually, I probably didn't need the notes because Brianna was going to remind me that I needed to talk.
Hey, Squibs.
Although I don't know if I remember if it was the same thing. Squibs. I'm going back over my notes here. Hold on a second. So okay, hold on. Okay, so it says G and Mrs. G. I've been thinking one show I should replace G in the studio, and I can talk about the things like boobs, food, single guys that are decent that go to the club, and then boobs again.
And boobs. And boobs. And boobs. and boobs.
Right. Oh my God.
So here's my thing. Like I was putting on lotion and stuff before we started, and now it's like I go to grab something and it just keeps falling out of my hand. So I'm like trying to work this lotion through.
Oh my gosh, the dog and monkey. So I think I got permission to talk about the story.
Okay.
So
I still don't remember this story. That's the bad part.
Right. Yeah,
don't do
Marilu
not
has
recall.
yeah. So I'm gonna call that blackout drunk.
No, I wasn't blackout drunk. You know.
So so Jason's asking about, can you bring your own drinks to the club? So yeah, the club is BYOB. You know, there's bartenders there, and they take the alcohol from you and then serve it back to you. There's no charge to do that. Your door fee covers all of that. So so yeah. Yeah, Jason, my hair is definitely getting long. Holy shit.
Who is it that you're trying to emulate with your hair?
Sam Elliott.
Uh-huh.
Can I grow the handlebar mustache?
No. No. Mm-mm. That's a no.
Yeah, so yeah, it is getting long. And then Carl, so what do we know about? Oh, what does Bob know about decent single guys? What's up, Turtle?
Wow.
St. George Michael's. I don't know what that is. Oh, my hair? Maybe?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, because George Michaels is a saint now. You know, he got
Wait. What?
he's not saint, but he got knighted.
Oh, so it's night. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's Sir.
Do you have that
George Michael.
can you pop that picture off of me that's sitting up on your board there?
What picture?
Look up.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this one?
No, not that one. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. What Oh. Okay, wait a minute.
This okay, so Mary is going to show you a picture, and this was the last time my hair was about this long.
Okay.
If she can reach it.
Okay. Oh my
So
God.
somebody made this picture of me.
He tricked G-Spot.
Did Marilu find Jesus? No, but I know somebody who found Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was actually, the funny part about my hair was that style when I joined the police department, and my police ID photo has my hair like that in the photo. So.
Oh yeah, that was a great album. For more reasons than one, right, Zoe?
Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm really perplexed on the hair thing. Like, I'm really like, I don't know how much I'm feeling this. So,
yeah, I feel like a lot of people may not necessarily find Jesus, but they definitely find God. They have those oh my God moments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely at the club. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I have a couple notes.
Okay.
Brianna, was this I think we were talking earlier, Brianna, and we were texting back and forth. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. So the conversation I was having with Brianna was they made the comment about being naked, like being naked in front of people, and that, you know, they were okay with it or whatever. And I commented back that that's just something that I've not personally been okay with. And they asked why. So I'm going to tell two stories as to what my discomfort is about being naked in front of other people. Now, I may have told this story earlier in one of the other shows. Oh my gosh, seriously? I guess I forgot to turn my ringer off.
Yes.
When I first got into the lifestyle, my ex-wife and I had been contacted by our landlord, and they, for some reason, wanted to take some people that they knew, some friends of theirs or whatever, through the dungeon. We had a dungeon space. And So I was to be the demonstration guinea pig or whatever. And so I got stripped down naked and I was put up on an X frame, with my hands up in the air. And, like there was a little flogging demonstration. And for the record, I'm not like super big into pain or whatever. So, but I'll never forget this. I think Marilu, well, I know Marilu knows the story.
Yeah, I know the story.
One of the women that was there made a comment about how ugly my ass was. And in full disclosure, at the time, I was probably close to 300 pounds. I was probably around 300 pounds. So I'm sure my ass looked pretty gnarly. But ever since then, I have had a complex about my ass. I never really paid attention to what my ass looked like before. I didn't care until that comment. The second one was actually semi recently.
Really?
And yes. And you're gonna know this, you're gonna know who, and you're gonna know the story. But
Okay.
it was a night I was wearing a kilt. It was probably the first night I wore the kilt here at the Pittsburgh Club.
As a
And-
kilt.
As a kilt. So
Okay.
here's the difference between a kilt and a dress. Because people ask, well, what's the difference? A kilt is worn with no underwear on. A dress is worn with underwear on. So,
Or a skirt.
Yes, a skirt. I'm sorry. Yes, a skirt. Thank you.
Mhm.
So somebody kind of like jokingly like pulled my kilt up to look at my junk. Now, I've mentioned numerous times on this that I'm a grower, not a shower. And they didn't make fun of me, but they sort of did in an offhanded way. They were like, oh yeah, no, that's okay. Never mind. Thanks. And I was like, damn, and I just like, you combine those two things, my ass and my junk, and you make some sort of, even joking or not, like I took that shit to heart. So I'm like, fuck if I'm going to be naked in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But okay. One, in reference to the most recent one,
mhm.
I would have kicked back on that and pushed back on that and been like, consent violation. Who gives you the
Wow,
right to
okay.
look first and foremost?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
hate to
mean,
do that. Let's put that out there. Yeah, because that is one of the things that people think that it's in jest, that they're like, oh well, let me see what's underneath the kilt. Is it a kilt or a skirt or whatever? And it's like, stop that. You ask. But now, putting that aside,
mhm.
seriously, you're in the lifestyle, and how would you like it if someone commented on your private areas or whatever?
So,
Judgment.
listen. So I consider this person a friend. So, of course they were joking, and of course this isn't the first penis that they've ever seen that's a grower, not a shower. So, but this really is more to articulate, when you're saying things to people, even though there may be some truth to it, because there's always a half truth even to jokes.
Okay.
That's generally how I feel. So just sort of, when you're making comments to people or whatever, and I do this, I do it. I my brothers and I were raised on, bagging on each other and saying stupid shit or whatever. So I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story, Brianna. That's, I told Brianna that I would tell my two stories about why I'm uncomfortable in being naked in front of other people.
Yeah.
So please, and then also please don't take this as an opportunity to, saying, oh, you look great. And I don't mean you, Marilu, but I mean, anybody who's watching this, you see me at the club, don't start with, oh my God, you look great and you're hot or blah, blah, blah. None of that matters. Because when you feel a certain way about yourself, there's nothing anybody's going to tell you that's going to make you feel any different. And it's just something you have to work through yourself. You have to, at some point, decide you don't give a fuck what you look like. And I promise you, I'm slowly getting there. Because if I can talk about taking Marilu's big black strap on in my ass, I can fucking, at some point I'm going to be okay being naked in front of people. So unfortunately, it'll probably be when I'm 70 and I really look shitty. So,
but see, okay, and this is something for that I kind of, I guess, in a way subscribe to. Like, I've never been one to look at myself in the mirror to critique myself. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I was looking in the mirror and I saw this and I saw that," and I've never been one to do that. Not, don't get me wrong, not because I'm saying, I look great and this and that. That's not it. But just because I've I was never brought up to think that there was something wrong, to look at. If that makes any sense. I know sometimes
Yeah.
my brain, again, my brain speak, uh my brain thinks in Spanish, and sometimes when I go to say things in English, it may not necessarily translate. But you were pretty much there. You never had an idea or a thought process to be like, "Oh, I look this way," or blah blah blah, until someone put it in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
No.
know.
100%.
So
100%.
negativity breeds negativity, and shame on those people for having done that.
Yeah.
You know.
I get it. And just a comment, even to this day, I don't go look in the mirror and be like, "Oh my God, look at this," or, like I don't do that. I'm not that
Mhm.
explanatory. No, what's the
No.
word I'm looking for? Self-examining. I don't
Uh-huh.
examine myself that way.
Right.
Of course, when I'm putting an outfit on, I'm going to take a look. Okay, I like how this looks or whatever, but I don't ever like, oh, look at my rolls or, um, I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
that being said, can we have sort of a surprise, and it was actually a surprise to me yesterday. We have a special guest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Marilu's acting like she didn't know.
No. I knew, but I was like, oh, well, I didn't think it was a
Um,
surprise, but okay.
so a good friend of ours, we were talking yesterday, and they asked, "Hey, can I come on the show tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah!" So we're always cool with having people on the show, whatever, as long as they're cool people. Um, and so we've got them set up. They're actually here at the club, but we set them up in a separate part, so sort of in
Mhm.
keeping with how we do things. So I may maneuver the screens around a little bit, but so you're going to be getting our good friend Ray, who is also a member of the club and a
Mhm.
volunteer. Some of you may already know him, but let's go ahead and bring him on. What up, Ray? How are you, buddy?
Just like the waitress, you gotta get me when I've got something in my mouth, huh?
You caught me mid-drink.
So this is Ray. Say hi, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
How you doing, guys?
Ray's gonna try and play cool for a minute.
Okay.
With that, I was gonna jump up like, "Boo! Hey, motherfuckers!" But I decided to. I'm cool.
Okay.
You're gonna play cool.
Yeah, I'm cool, baby. I'm cool, daddy. Yo, I'm cool.
And is God with us? I don't know if God's watching the show tonight or not.
I think God is around.
God is here.
And just to confirm, God is a woman.
Right.
Sorry. I'm gonna try and mute my mic every time I cough. So,
There you go.
oh, Brianna's met you.
Quite a few people have, like Ricky
No,
says
I mean,
hi and Zoe
honestly,
says hi.
so
Oh,
me coming to the club has been sporadic because I've been so busy. But
Mhm.
I made a conscious effort to kind of focus on the stuff that I enjoy rather than other obligations. So uh, I've been coming to the club more often. Jesus allowed me to volunteer, and it's been a great experience. Um, so me, G, and Mary Lou, we get together often, and you will not believe how much shit we talk. Like, not shit like talking shit, but our conversations are just phenomenal. Next thing you look up, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Why don't we just do that for the podcast? Just like we're having a regular conversation.
no, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's funny because Ray wanted to talk a little bit before, like, okay, how's this going to work? You know, we're going to talk, like, we're going to get political, we're going to get silly, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
And then, like, instinctually, like, we're like 15, 20 minutes into a conversation, realize we're just having another fucking conversation.
Yeah, it was, and honestly, it was interesting because the topic that we were talking about was so we talk about all kinds of stuff,
Mhm.
but specifically we were talking about how sometimes race can play in, or how does race play in to coming to the body shop, and I was giving G some of my thoughts because it doesn't play in negatively or positively, but you know you kind of always you know are thinking that. And one thing that I hear from the women that come to the body shop
Mhm.
is that the first time they come to the body shop, they don't get no dick.
So Ray's
They
here to
were
save the
like
day.
seriously mad about that shit.
Are you here to save the day, Ray?
What's that?
Are you here to save the day?
No, I mean, I'm throwing dick if they're catching it. But no, honestly, I just thought it was a very interesting dynamic because usually women are um they're the first thing to get snatched up. You know what I mean? If I mean, for lack of a better word. But usually that's why bars offer free ladies' night, half price drinks for ladies because you know bars make their money off of having women at the club. So I just thought it was interesting. It just completely blew my mind for me to hear like 6 women complain that, hey, this is my second or third time at the club, and I haven't gotten any dick. So uh, why do you think that is, G?
Lots of reasons, and
Oh
probably
yeah.
Mary Lou's the better person to ask this, but I'll give you my quick opinion on it.
Okay.
I think there's some major reasons.
Mhm.
First is the women are raised to be sweet and demure, and not to sexualize themselves, or at least participate in
Tell
sex.
that to Cardi B and Lizzo.
What?
Yeah.
Tell that to Cardi B and Lizzo.
Right, but what I'm saying is there it's still yes, okay, and I think there's some people that are breaking that stereotype or whatever, that women are supposed to be a certain way or whatever and not be sexualized and whatever, even though sex is fucking everywhere. I mean, sex is one of the biggest ways to sell products and services,
Mhm.
but that so I think that, and then I think also as a sort of a byproduct of that, women end up becoming very picky. Not that men aren't, but men, get a man in the right situation, and uh, you know, I mean, listen, we jerk off all the time, and we have, somebody said this the other fucking day to me, and I thought it was hilarious. How is it we're okay with touching our own dick, but not somebody else's?
Oh.
No, I guess you know what? I guess that
Like,
makes
I'm
sense.
shooting jizz in my hands, and I'm making a fucking mess and making all kinds of, like, that's okay. Like that's perfectly normal. But hey, man, I can't touch your dick. Like what?
Well, and my take on it is sometimes, even though those ladies may be like, "Ah, disappointed. I've been here, it's my first night and second night or whatever, and no one's offered me dick yet." Um, if anything, that kind of says something about the gentlemen that we have that attend the club. There honestly is this sense of um chivalry and not
Hmm.
wanting to misconstrue a situation and think
Right.
that, oh well, I'm just gonna stick it in and everyone's gonna be like, hey, woohoo, you know um you
I'm
know
honest. I'm not gonna lie. When I came to the club, when my first time when I came to the club,
uh
I thought that it was gonna be like WWE SmackDown with pussies and penises.
Like a battle royal.
Like a battle royale. Yeah, like a battle royale. And honestly, it wasn't like that at all. And uh I realized that it's really just a social event.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It really is the way that the club is set up. Like it's really just going to a bar and hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I started coming to the club even like not looking for action, so to speak, but
Mhm.
I mean, we all come to the club for the same reason. You know, somebody's poking or somebody's getting poked. You know what I mean? But honestly, I started coming to the club not even looking for, you know, you know, sex or anything like that, but just to hang out and have a couple drinks because it's definitely cheaper to get drinks at the bar here
Oh
than
yeah.
going down
Yeah.
to the south side or something like that. So,
Mhm.
not that I fucking hate going down to the south side. It's terrible.
Well, I was talking with someone today, and you know, they noted how they were describing the club to somebody else, and yes, exactly, Zoe, and that's just it, the other night, in fact, G and I were watching a movie on Netflix about a swing club, and it was a
Go figure.
European, yeah, it was a European movie, um,
Why the
and the
quotation
first,
marks?
yeah. Well, because the first thing that you see coming into the club, and as the person that's the hostess and owner of the club notes to everybody, is that this is about being social. And yeah, there were some scenes where there were people like going at it in the bar area or whatever, like making out, that kind of thing. But it wasn't that usual seediness that you see on all these other types of movies and TV shows and stuff when they talk about a club. So, Zoe and I were talking about how they actually described it to somebody else, and it was like, it's very social. It's not about
No, I'm sorry. You're talking and you're
Ricky.
talking about a seedy sex club, and all I can think about is Pulp Fiction and Bring Out the Gimp. I'm
Oh,
sorry. That's all I can think about. I'm sorry, Mary Lou.
okay.
I had the Gimp in my head. I couldn't stop laughing.
Well, and then you got Ricky making goofy comments.
Yeah,
European.
the European. But
Ray,
yeah,
can
it's
you read the
social
comments
for
from where you're at, Ray?
No, I've got binoculars on, but they're not as that good
Okay.
to see that. What do you got?
Oh no. Well, so first of all, when you first came on, you started getting you've already started a fan club.
yes.
No, I have a fan club.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, can you be honest? Gee, as much as I fucking talk, of course I have a fan club.
Fair
As
enough.
much as I talk, I swear to God, of course I have a fan club.
Uh, well, I
Who's
love
on that
how
I know? Of course I know Zoe.
yeah.
You got Zoe, Ricky, so Jason, who still I don't think has been to the club yet.
I know.
Um, but no, I think Turtle's been to the both clubs.
Mhm.
Ricky, Zoe, Brianna, Jeannie, Bob. Who else? I'm just scrolling through. Ryan or Brad,
Yes.
Brian.
There's a few. Mhm.
Yeah,
There's a few people
Bill.
that are commenting
is
that
is
have met
is
you.
Ryan there? Ryan's a best good pal of mine. Him and his wife Christina. They are absolutely wonderful people.
Oh,
They're
we're talking
Bill's
about a different
friends,
Ryan, but there is
unfortunately,
another
but
Ryan.
Yeah.
There's Christina. Yep.
Yep.
Christina says they are CEOs of your fan club.
if, honestly, they are sometimes they're the CEOs of my life.
Ooh.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, great people, wonderful people. If you ever see Ryan and Christina at the club, you definitely give them a shout out. Ryan, honestly, the whitest guy I know, besides you, G. You and him are like in fisticuffs.
Wait, who's number one?
What's that?
Who's number one? You gotta pick.
Y'all gotta battle that shit out. Ryan will sit there and tell me dad jokes all day. And even though you told me a dad joke, G, you told me a sex joke. It was the dad joke of all sex jokes. And you know what? I'm gonna let you tell that corny ass shit.
I don't remember which one I told you. You have to have, what?
Jam.
Oh no! I guess I can tell that one. Listen, I'll tell that one at the very end of the show, after I tell the monkey and dog story.
Okay. I love how
monkey and dog story. What?
But I love how Jeannie's like, white guy fight.
Is there a white guy fight about to happen?
Well, you just brought it out.
It's been so long since I've been in a fight. I don't even know if I know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. I think I might just do like the windmill or something.
No. Oh my God. Gee, let me tell you what. Your physicality is so intimidating. Just standing there. So I don't. I hope you don't mind if I tell this story real quick and about Saturday. Friday. I keep saying Saturday. So Friday, I volunteered at the club, and it was the first time that I volunteered at the club, right? And a young lady ran up to the front, and I've been coming to this club a long time, and I've never seen anybody get kicked out, never. And I always thought that the phenomenon from this club to going to a bar is so different because you don't have a lot of quote unquote alpha male testosterone trying to fight for the women, you know what I mean? So it's just a very laid back place. But I've never seen anybody get kicked out of here. So this woman comes running up, and she's like, "This guy keeps touching me." And G was upstairs resting because he was sick, and I called the voice of God over, and the hunt is on for this guy. Turns out he's hiding in the bathroom. So there's like, I think it was me, G, Marilu, and two of the women that have brought it to our attention, like outside of this bathroom, waiting for this guy to come out. Now he's in the bathroom, locked in the stall, right? And we get him up to the front, and G's talking to him, and I've never seen this side of G before. And like, I texted G the next day, and I said it wasn't sexy hot, but there was something about it that was like primal because G was talking shit to this dude.
Like, whoa, wait, talking shit.
Not talking shit. Okay, so I'm sorry. I can get a little hood sometimes. So when I say talking shit, it like he was like, he had his police officer's voice on, and he's like, "Let me tell you something. When you come to this club, you don't touch anybody. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out tonight. We're going to have to bid you a good day." And I just looked at G like, "Oh, god damn." And I'd never heard you speak like that before. You're like really not soft spoken because you have a baritone, but your voice is like really friendly. So to hear that and see that side of you, protecting, the people here at the club, I was just like so surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this dude is about to wreck some shit.
Well, and that's the thing, like you noted, you've never witnessed that, never had experienced anything like that at the club, and that's because it doesn't. It's a rarity. It really is a rarity when something like that, comes about. And so you got to actually see what it's like for us to handle a situation like that, and how we're, ultimately respectful of everybody and their feelings, and yet
Right.
still getting the point across that we don't tolerate behavior like that.
Right. And
So
the perfect example, well, not the perfect example within that conversation was when G
Mhm.
was trying to tell this guy what he did wrong. Um, he touched somebody without their consent, and they told him multiple times to stop, and they gave him a chance, and he wouldn't stop. He just kept doing it. So G was like, in this real authoritative voice that I've never heard come from this man. He was like, what if I just reach down because I know you, you're my friend. I just reach down and grab a handful of those balls. And the dude's face was like, no, oh my God, how dare you? And G was like, and I was like, well, you just answered your own question, man. Like, just because, y'all know each other, it doesn't mean that you can come up and just, grab each other.
mhm.
And the guy just, he honestly, he glanced over it so fast. I think I saw the Roadrunner run by. It did not register for him at all. G offered to grab this dude's balls like 3 times, and the dude, like each time, the dude was like, "No, how dare you?" And G was like, "That's how these people feel." And he was like, "No, but I know her. We go back way back."
It went back and forth like 3-4 times. I'm like, this just ain't happening. Like, hey
Yeah.
man, see you later.
Yeah,
You know.
peace,
Mhm.
peace.
No.
So, G, seeing you in that form, honestly, you know, I was really impressed, a little scared because I thought that if this got out of control, you were gonna hurt somebody. I mean, you're just a big physical guy,
No.
and
He's a
I
big
was like,
bear. He
yeah,
is a big bear, but he's a teddy bear.
Wait a minute, hold on. Listen, you make that sound like bears aren't something.
No, no.
Did you not see the movie with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant? Was it Revenant?
Yeah,
Where
I know
that
which
bear
one you're
fucked
talking about, where
his
he fights the
ass
bear.
up.
Yes.
wait, what happened?
You didn't see the movie that was it The Revenant?
Not the Reverend. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when that bear beat the shit out of fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
That's
That,
me, motherfucker.
that,
I'm just normally cool walking around looking for some fish, something to eat, like, hey, what's up? Peace. You fuck with me?
Yo, I'm serious. I was like, oh my goodness, if something goes down, like G is about to wreck stuff. Like just the authority that was coming out of your voice. I was like, this man is serious.
That's
Like
all I
it
got
was
though.
just it was almost refreshing to see, the switch.
Mm,
Because you do have to, and that's anybody,
Mhm.
right,
have to go into protective mode, um, sometimes. And
right.
to see you go there, I was I was like, wow, uh I feel sorry for anybody coming to this door looking for trouble.
The fortunate thing is, and anybody watching this, just so you know, these are very, very, very few instances that we have
Yeah.
to have these sorts of dialogues with people. Um, and rarely, almost
Yeah.
never, does it turn into somebody's just leaving that night. I mean, generally speaking, when there's a consent violation or just some sort of issue, we have a conversation with somebody. Um, you know, alcohol plays a part in this. People forget, whatever. I mean, you get it wrapped up in a moment or whatever. Um, you know, so these aren't common occurrences, but it's
No.
important that they're handled and handled properly when they are.
Mhm.
I'm a big believer in redemption. I'm a big believer in teaching people. There are some people or places that like they're strike one, you're out, see you later, bye. Almost doesn't matter what the transgression
Right.
was. And I don't think there's really a place for that. Frankly, if the goal is to expand our knowledge, then you
Mhm.
have to have patience with people who aren't learning at the same speed as you.
Mhm.
Um, and maybe they haven't been taught that at all yet.
Yeah.
They didn't even know that was a thing. And just, to put a finer point on that, this person that we spoke with didn't comprehend that this was even a thing.
Right.
I know that I've known them for a long time was his response.
Right.
That doesn't matter. I've known you for a long time too. Does that mean I can grab your balls anytime I want?
Oh
Well,
no.
Right. So, in that particular instance, it's, hey, if he's not getting it, if he'd apologize, hey, listen, you're right. I'm an idiot, blah, 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 blah. There probably would have been redemption. They're like, hey, okay, that's cool. We're all going to have fun the rest of the night. No big deal. But because he didn't get it, there's no reason he's got no business being at the club.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if anybody else is fucking paying attention to the chat, but there is some fucking crazy shit going on.
Oh, I know.
What's going on in the chat?
Oh my God. We're talking about golden showers and
what the
oh yeah. This is all going on while we're
talking. Well, I love, did you see Ricky's note? They're asking, like, you're not like Winnie the Pooh? Like,
well, I can be. I was Winnie the Pooh last night rubbing the shit out of your back.
Oh yeah, you were. I think wait a minute, I think I was pretty much asleep through part of it.
Oh, absolutely you were. But listen, I was enjoying rubbing your back. It was therapeutic for me. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
If there's one thing about me, I hate giving back rubs.
Oh.
I have small hands. I've got like little tiny hands. So, but you're a girl.
You're bare bong?
Listen,
What's that?
one of the things I love about Marilu's hands is that they're small, because it is so fucking awesome that when she grabs my dick actually looks big in her hands.
I'm not gonna lie, like I feel the same way. Like not about Mary Lou's hands.
Oh, about your own? Like, damn, I got a big dick. Oh, wait, no,
You're like, do you secretly go, God, thank you for giving me small hands?
Yeah. I look down at my hand with my dick in, and I'm like, man, this is so massive, and it's just a regular sized dick, but compared to my hand, it's just huge.
And I have the opposite issue. Like, listen, this is like that optical illusion thing. Like, I'm so fucking big, my dick looks tiny. So fuck you to the person that said I had a tiny looking dick. So I'm just a big boy.
I can't believe somebody actually said that to you.
It was
I'm
it
not
was in
gonna
a
lie,
joking way, but yeah.
So,
Whatever.
Maybe let me ask you a question.
Okay.
And I'm gonna piggyback off of this whole, small dick, ugly ass thing, because that kind of really just threw me for a loop. One, do girls like the look of male asses?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do they really? Like, if you would compare it to boobs on a chick, which we hold in high regard. I'm not sure if anybody knew that.
Yeah.
Boobs are held in high regard as far as guys are concerned. Where would it rank for women?
Can we put in a scale of 1 to 10 in importance, like 10 being the most important, 1 being the least important?
Well, 1. Okay, so if we're going to do that, let's get a little bit more technical with it, just real quick.
Okay.
All right, guys, like me personally, let me speak for me. I'm a boob and ass guy first.
Okay.
I like TNA, and it doesn't even have to be like voluptual TNA, but if it's in a tight package, it's dressed up nice. I'm a tight skirt with no panties guy all day.
Fair.
Okay.
So what?
For me,
So what would equate to tit? I mean, breast on a girl, and how would you translate to a guy physically?
okay, so I think most women, if you were trying to relate what guys see in women and their boobs. I think for women, it's a muscular physique. You know, are they built? Are they, you know, they're, you know, do they have guns? That kind of thing. As it pertains to, you know, the aspect of, um, you know, looking at a guy's ass. I think most women, like, I'm looking at some of the comments here, like, you know, Kathy says, yeah, fuck yeah, we look at their guys' asses and stuff. And Janine's like, you know, they would rate that like a 6 to 7 as it on a scale of things that they look for. Because
Hold
let's
on.
face it, women don't necessarily you know, don't hold a lot of regards towards looks as much as they do personalities and, you know, can they make me laugh and things of that nature. And I'm not speaking for all women because we all have different tastes and stuff, but you
But
know,
generally
that's for
speaking.
me. You know, but like Christina says, they're like they love their man's booty. They
Oh, I know
can
Christina loves
motorboat
male
those
booty.
cheeks all day. Now, me personally, I don't know if I want to motorboat anyways, but I definitely I like grabbing ass. And I sometimes I think to myself, like when G and I are walking out in public and stuff, I'm always grabbing his ass. And I feel like, you know, that's usually what I see guys doing to girls, you know, like they have their hands in their back pocket, you know, that whole like 70s, 80s thing of like, oh, we're walking together and they got my hand in their pocket. I do that shit to G all the time. Like, I'm the one that's grabbing his ass. I'm the one.
She also, so she does this thing like, okay, I don't know like if this is just me or what, or because I got a grower, not a shower, but like Marilu, like, so all of a sudden, like, start rubbing on my dick, but not like rubbing the entire area, you know, like she like somehow finds the fucking head through my jeans and starts rubbing it. And I'm like, that just fucking feels weird. Like, stop.
No, it's, you know what? It's interesting that you say that because um you wouldn't. So my first time actually hooking up with a girl here at the club,
Mhm.
we're dancing, we're having a great time, and the hottest, she did the sexiest thing to date that I've ever experienced in my life. All
Yeah.
right, she
Oh, do
she
tell.
told me, hey, I need to take a break, but I'll be right back. And again, we weren't having sex or anything. We're out on the dance floor, just socializing. And when she went to walk away, she gave my dick a slight pat 3 times, pop, 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 and said, "I'll be right back." I could not stop thinking about her until she fucking got back. It was the hottest thing. It wasn't like um full on like hand job through my pants, just a light pop, 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 pat on the dick just to let me know, hey, oh, there it is. And I was like, for some reason, it was the sexiest thing I'd ever experienced. Just 3 quick touches and she was out. She was gone. I did not stop thinking about it until she came. I was like, wow, that was a something. Some things in life that you do, it's a power move. Or you know, that was her drop the mic moment. I don't know if she practiced that shit.
That, so just so you know, that is now going to be a thing. So, and it's going to make its way around, and people are going to start talking, and girls are going to walk in and be like,
Look, if anybody wants to come up and pat my dick, not like tee off on it, just like you were petting a little
not
kitten.
slap it.
Yeah, like if you're like you would pet a little kitten on the head, just oh look at the little kitty.
Well,
But if
it's like,
you came up to me, gave my dick 3 pats, and just walked away on some boss type stuff, are you serious?
Well, show them how you do my dick through my pants, because that's the annoying thing.
oh no,
She just like does that, and I'm like,
Oh
no.
no.
Like it feels like I can feel it right now in my pants. She's not even touching me. I'm like, God, no.
oh my god.
No.
Zoe just asked Ray, anybody? Really?
But no consent needed to pat my dick.
Anybody?
Yeah, Zoe's
what'd
asking
you say, G?
anybody.
Can anybody do it?
Yeah, Zoe's asking, can anybody do it?
Can anybody do it?
Yeah.
I put it out there. Feel free.
Okay, so Brad says he feels that all the way in Mississippi.
No doubt.
So everybody that's here. I don't know if I'm yelling.
No.
No.
I feel like I'm yelling. But everybody that's here, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Uh-oh.
Okay. G and Marilu have nicknames.
We do?
I'm gonna expose that shit, and I want to hear it out on the floor in the club. G.
Whoa!
Wait, hold on. Where's the mute button?
Wait, I just realized that
sorry,
I have
folks.
lotion
Technical
and-
difficulties.
But I just greased up my little guy here with the extra
Oh no,
lotion.
I'm morbidly curious now.
So I call G Captain Silver Fox
Okay.
because with his hair long now and it's gray, obviously. He looks like a superhero and a silver fox all mashed into one. So his name is Captain Silver Fox, and of course Mary Lou's name is Giggles.
Oh yeah. I knew the giggles was gonna come up because that's generally me.
Oh,
I remember someone I was walking through one of the hallways one night just doing my little perv walk, and I heard someone say, "Oh, Mary Lou's in here," and I was like, "How the heck do you know?" The giggle. Just listen for the giggle. And I was like, I didn't say anything. They're like, "No, but you giggled." I was like, "Oh my god."
Honestly, I was surprised that y'all called it a perp walk. Whenever
perv
y'all
walk, a perv
walk the
walk.
halls, I was
Not
like,
a
Yeah,
perp
perv.
walk. That's an interesting name.
Not perp walk.
Yeah, perv.
Perv, like pervert.
Oh,
Yeah.
perv walk. Have I been hearing that wrong the whole time?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Oh,
A perp walk is when you fucking walk somebody who's been accused of a crime. They do a perp walk. They'll walk them through the cameras or whatever. Or
right.
you
It's
know,
the perp walk. That's,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
no.
like, why do y'all call it a perp walk?
PERVs
But I've been
and
hearing it
Victor.
wrong the whole time. It's a perv walk.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. So we are actually approaching Mary Lou's favorite time of the show. The end.
Well, wait a minute,
wow,
you had,
that went fast.
yeah, I know
it sure does.
you still have some notes, but I'm gonna chime in on this weekend's events. On Friday here in Pittsburgh, we have Deviants in the Dark.
Deviants
Yeah,
in the
Dana
Dark.
always giggles.
What is that, Mary Lou? What is Deviants in the Dark?
Deviants in the Dark. We actually take an area of the club in which we blacken it out completely. You must be naked to enter that area, or at least in your underwear, your boxers, or
Why do I feel like I'll have an advantage in this situation?
No.
Listen, it's that dark. You don't have an advantage.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
No cell phones, no like smart watches, anything that would give off light. And it's basically you go in and you feel around. It's more about sensation and being in the darkness. And it used to be the basic thought of oh my god, what was that game that we all played as kids, like 7 minutes?
Oh, 7 minutes in heaven.
Dark or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, 7
Yep.
minutes in heaven.
Yep. So that's
Go
what
in the-
Deviants in the Dark is like.
Yeah, you
Okay.
go in the closet with somebody. Was it like you did spin the bottle and then
You spin the bottle and then you had to go in the closet. That was
Yeah.
if you picked a truth or dare or whatever. But and then Saturday we have the traffic light party here in Pittsburgh as well. So that's where you get to pick between 3 different colored wristbands. Obviously, red, yellow, and gold, or red, yellow, and green. And based on the wristband color is how you intend to play or be approached for the evening. So red is like, I'm here for the ambiance. I'm not looking to necessarily play. Yellow is, I'm open. It's a maybe. And green's like, let's talk because I'm all in. Yeah, there's possibilities there. And then in Canton on Saturday, we have the Blacklight Party, which is always a lot of fun as well.
Okay.
So those are our events for the weekend.
So I have a proposition before you guys end the show. I know you probably have another note or two,
Uh-huh.
but I have a proposition for anybody that's watching. I have never been to the Canton Club.
Mm.
So what I propose, anybody that wants to go, we do a Pittsburgh takeover. However many cars we need to get it done, we all roll up in a caravan and we just take over that club. We see what it's about. We see what it's like. We have fun, and we can report back to G and Mary Lou any dirt that's going on over there.
There you go.
Any dirt. Well, if it's a takeover, any dirt that's going to happen is going to be of a consequence of you being there.
Uh-huh.
What? Me? No. What? But I say we get a hotel room. We go down there. We have a great time. However many cars it takes, how many other hotel rooms it takes, and we do Ohio takeover.
There you go.
So by the beginning of the summer, hopefully we can get enough people to go to just completely do a Canton takeover party.
There we go. I like that. Cool.
So we could fold that into an actual event idea, and we had this idea.
Mhm.
I'll say briefly about doing an event. We were going to actually call it Full Swap. And what we were going to do, at least the thought was to swap as many staff out. So the Pittsburgh staff would work Canton and Canton staff would work Pittsburgh. Now, of course, you have to have at least one or two staff members that work those locations, like the manager or whatever would have to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But have the staff actually switch and work the different clubs. So,
Yeah,
but we could roll that into like a whole thing, like a Canton and Pittsburgh swap.
That honestly sounds like a great idea.
There you go.
I'm down with that.
So it's something to do for the new year.
You guys put it together, and each show that you guys do, we'll hype it up, and we'll hype it up in the club. We'll put up a sign up sheet on the thing on the website and see who wants to do a Pittsburgh Canton swap. I'm down for that.
All right. Well, we'll come up with a date for that. Probably it'll probably be a summertime thing. That way, the weather's likely to be at least decent. So
there you go.
Right.
There you go.
But,
so, are you gonna tell the story that I obviously was there for and totally like?
I don't know. We're really butting up to an hour. Does anybody really want to hear the dog and monkey story?
I'm just curious because I'm like, what did I forget?
I can't see the comments, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at the comments. I'm sure people are.
I think we should have God read the comments.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, Zoe wants to
the entire time.
That is true. Yes. All right. So they want to hear the story.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use names, and I'm going to give some very loose details because I don't know how much of this is like super secret squirrel shit or whatever, or if will somebody get in trouble because this happened or whatever. So this is the story. So
shit, I remember now.
What just happened?
Oh, dude,
what just happened?
Okay.
Yeah, no names, no very, very neutral.
Yeah, I got this. Listen, back up. Just because you just remembered doesn't mean I don't got this shit on lock. So this person served overseas, Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever base. So just to sort of contextualize the whole thing, for and anybody who served overseas, you can agree or disagree with this, doesn't matter. But there were people in these countries that appreciated the fact that the Americans were there. So as a consequence of that, they would give gifts. They would, bring things to the base or whatever. And many times these were animals, and, it'd be a goat or a sheep or, whatever, just whatever they had. Well, they would keep bringing these animals in and they would put them in a room. Well, they had somebody brought a monkey, there was dogs, there was cats, there was just all sorts of stuff. And it was getting to a point where one of the I'll just say staff members, service members was, complaining that they have all these animals. And so the story is being told, and one of the bosses comes by and they're like, what's, I don't understand what the big deal is here. Let's take a look in the room, and opens up the door and sees a dog being humped by a monkey. And he just opens the door and he closes it, and he's just staying there staring at the door, and everyone's like, what's the matter? And he's like, there's a monkey in there fucking the dog. And they're like, what? And open up, and all you see, he says, he's describing this, is all you see is the monkey like this, and the dog's like like, what the fuck is going on right now? So yes, that
Wait,
was,
is this a real story?
This is
Yes.
a real story.
Are you dad joking me right now?
No, my man, this is a real story, to the point where I asked the question, wait a minute, please tell me you have a photo of this. And he says, abso-fucking-lutely, I've got a photo of this. So I'm waiting for the photo.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the photo. The photo.
Wait, so you don't have the photo yet?
I don't have. I was trying to get it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the photo yet. So at some point, like Brianna with Bob.
If you get the photo, can you blow it up and frame it and put it somewhere in the club?
Oh, absolutely. That is absolutely going to happen.
No.
This one time at the body shop, I saw Zoe, and and there I was. These are comments coming through.
Oh my God.
So that's the monkey and dog story. There is a photo. If I get it, I promise I will show it. But yes, you are not being punked. This was a real thing.
Yeah. So
the end of it was the commander or whatever was like, all right, we gotta get all these fucking animals out of here. So they brought in fucking helicopters and took all the fucking animals out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and I get, like you said, in other countries, they, be in trying to show their appreciation, they were bringing what they thought was their most valuable items, and at times that was, their livestock.
Mhm.
So, to bring an exotic monkey and a dog together and create a animal farm orgy.
a dog key. It was a dog key. They made a dog key.
Was
kind of like a donkey.
oh my God.
Oh,
It was an interesting story. So and then to realize that it was factual. It wasn't just us all, drinking a few
I
bottles
just
of
want the
wine.
link to the video.
No, there's no video.
There's
No,
no
but I will tell you. So I was pretty fucking shocked when the story's being told, and I'm just crying because I'm just picturing in my mind this fucking dog fucking, or the monkey fucking the dog, doggy style, no less, of course. Right.
Okay. So again, wait a minute. Okay. Just public service announcement. We do not condone bestiality.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's not go there.
Even
If
though I'm
anyone's
fair.
thinking of anything.
You speak for yourself. It's like, no, we don't condone bestiality.
But it was one of those stories that, maybe I was traumatized at the moment, and that's why I kind of blocked it out. But then when you started to say, I'm like, oh shit, no, I remember that.
It has been a week of Marilu not fucking. And in fact, it came up last night, and Mary's like, I don't care. I don't care what the story is.
Like, obviously, it must have not been that interesting of a story if I haven't been hounding you to tell me, and then I'm like, oh
stories
shit.
I'm interested in? I'm interested in the freakiest, butt nakedest, craziest stories that has ever happened here at the body shop.
That'll have to be for another time because
Yeah, that will be.
I literally would have to sit down and think about it and write that shit down because there's just been so many things.
I feel you.
My God.
Yeah.
I feel you. I've got a couple myself, but like you said, we're out of time.
Yeah.
I've got a couple really good stories, man.
So for those of you that are watching and those of you that may watch this in the future and reruns and stuff, yeah, if you're interested in sending us one of your like most
Bizarre story.
Stories,
Sex story.
whether sex stories, whether it happened at the club or outside of the club or whatever, send them in. And
Yes. It'll be a new show. Bizarre sex
we'll have
stories
God
with
read
G and
them.
Marilu.
Oh, that's such a great idea. See, this is the stuff that we do whenever we're talking. Me, Mary Lou, and G. We're just sitting here, just throwing ideas out, just talking shit. And next thing you know, we're doing Canton takeover. We're sending in sex stories, or watching a dog fuck a monkey.
I have no
right.
idea what's going on over here in the chat with bananas, but all I keep thinking about is banana bread.
Did you have a gummy, Marilu?
Yeah, not yet, but yeah. But with that, we will just kind of like let this show ride itself out, and we're gonna.
Wait, can I tell my dad joke? My naughty dad
So
joke?
tell them where they can send their stories, Mary Lou.
Well, you can actually send your stories to info@bodyshopclubs.com. No, so
yeah.
Yep, info@bodyshopclubs.com.
Yeah.
Just subject matter story.
Yeah, my naughty story.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well, I think that's about it. I can tell my dad joke, and then we'll close it out. Ray, I feel like we didn't get to talk about a whole lot, but we'll have to do this again if some other time. You down?
Cool.
You down to do it again?
No, I'm definitely down to do it again.
Okay.
I'm definitely down to do it again.
All right. So here's the dad joke. It is naughty. So, do you know the difference between jam and jelly?
No, I don't.
I can't jelly my dick into you.
Such
a dad joke.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Joey and Brianna. And
thanks for watching, everybody.
Jason, Ricky. See y'all.
Certified free, 7 days a week. That wet ass pussy good. My pull-out game weak. Ooh, yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. I'ma bring a bucket and a mop, darling. Give you everything I got. I'm falling. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put your pussy in my face, swipe my nose like a credit card. I'm on top, you wanna run, do a gig or I'll listen to spit in your mouth, girl, while you're looking in my eyes. Your pussy is wet, I'ma take a dive, I'ma tie you up like you're a prize. Let's play, I'll wear disguise, I'ma park my Mack truck in your garage. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Pussy. bite your lip, girl. Ask for a car while you riding that dick. I'm gon' tell you wanna ride. Do a giggle while it's inside. Spit in your mouth, girl, while you looking in my eyes. Your pussy is wet, I'ma take a dive. I'ma tie you up like you're a prize. Let's role play our way disguise. I'ma pop my mattress.